Okay, Nana. So today we're going to learn about making predictions and sequencing. Okay? Do you know what the word prediction means?
No.
No. Do you know what it means to make a guess?
No.
Okay. Remember for Halloween we had a candy jar?
Yeah.
And in that candy jar there was so many candy. We were trying to figure out how many were in there. Okay. That's making a guess, right?
Mm.
So that's exactly what you're going to do with predictions. You're going to predict what's going to happen next. Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to do that using the book by Eric Carle, The Tiny Seed. Now I'm going to ask you to make a prediction right now. Looking at the cover, what do you notice is on the cover?
Flower.
A flower. What do you think the book is going to be about?
A seed.
And why do you think the book is going to talk about a seed? What makes you think? What makes you make this prediction?
Because there's a flower, and the flower seed makes a flower.
Oh, so the seed makes a flower. Okay, so you think that this is going to be all about a seed that turns into a flower. Okay, well, every time we read and I ask you, what do you predict is going to happen next? I want you to say, I predict, and then tell me what you think is going to happen. Okay? So here we go. Eric Carle, The Tiny Seed. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot ray burns it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. What do you predict might happen with this seed?
Seeds
I want you to say, I predict.
I predict that the seeds are going to go too high that they're going to get burned.
Oh, so you think they're going to burn with the sun?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now it says, another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seeds cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly away. But the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over across the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind. But the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. So we still have this one seed going. Okay? One seed drifts onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. What do you think might happen if the seed goes all the way to the ground? What might you predict?
It's going to go on the ground.
What did I tell you to say before that? I
predict.
And what do you predict is going to happen?
The seed's going to fall.
The seed's going to fall? Okay, let's see. Finally, the wind stops and the seed falls down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not even see it. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seed settles down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, then the mouse does not see it. What?
Where is it?
I don't know. Well, if it's winter now, do you know what the next season might be? We did fall, we did winter. What season do you predict is next?
Summer.
You think it's going to be summer? Okay, let's see. Now it is spring. Oh no. It's okay. We made a prediction, right? We thought maybe it could be summer, but it's spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by. The sun shines. Rain falls. The seed grows so round and full, they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. What do you predict they're turning into?
flowers.
What happens before they start sprouting as a... Hmm.
Plant or tree.
Good, a plant, right? So it goes from a seed to a
Plant.
Now they are plants. First they send the roots down into the earth, then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There's another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry, but finally, it too starts to grow a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. What do you predict with the warm weather might happen to the plants? The kids, go ahead.
The kids are gonna step on it.
So you predict that the kids are going to step on it. Why do you predict the kids are going to step on it?
Because they are running.
Oh, they're running. And why are they running?
Because they want to have so much fun on the park.
Oh, and how can they have fun in the park? How is the temperature? How is the weather?
Warm.
Warm. Let's see if you're right. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plant as he runs along and, oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbors grow even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good. And now look, a bud. And now even a, now what did it turn into?
A flower.
A flower. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them, then a hand reaches over. What do you predict the person's going to do?
They're going to pick up the flower.
They're going to pick out the flower. Why do you think they're going to pick out the flower?
Because it's going to bring it to their house.
So they might bring it to their house. Let's see. A boy has picked the flower to give to his friend. It is now summer. Now the tiny plant went from a tiny seed that is no longer alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it, and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower that they have ever seen. All summer long, the birds and the bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. And now it is autumn again. What do you think happens when autumn comes again?
The leaves are going to fall off, and the petals from the flowers going to come off.
Okay, let's see. The days grow shorter, the nights grow colder, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land.
I know how the petals are going to fall off because I saw one of the other petals.
Oh, that's how you made that prediction. And then the wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower seeds pods open. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. What do you predict is going to happen after the seeds fly away?
They're gonna plant a new flower.
Oh, we're going to do it all over again. So can you say, I predict that they're going to land.
They're gonna land
And plant a new.
a new flower.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So that was good with prediction. Now the next thing I want us to practice is how to sequence, right? We read the book. Now we want to see, can we put these events in order? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at these pictures. Okay. And we're going to see if we can put these in order. You can put it. He can put it. Pause it.